It's that time of year again. You know, time for thinking about Peter Jackson movies. Like the dude had two separate holiday reigns from Middle Earth uh, before Star Wars stepped up to ride us into the indefinite future of annualized Christmas fantasy. Um, and and the reception uh between the two uh Tolkien trilogies differed somewhat. Not to the extent of the last two Star Wars trilogies, but they were still um a a noticeable change in reception. Um and and I think that um might have something to do with the old adage against the dangers of trying to go home again and the futility of the attempt. Um, it's fitting in a way because The Hobbit is, on some levels, a story about homesickness. Um, Bilbo even called his account of the events There and Back Again, admitting uh, the fact that thoughts of home never left his mind, even as he grew to accept the idea that his home uh, did not need to compose the entirety of his existence. Um, but yeah, I mean, there was uh, in the movie there was an apparent attempt to remix the magic that had wrapped the masses um, in the previous decade uh, with the original uh, Lord of the Rings trilogy. The attempts to serve the story seem to be put aside um, at times in favor of striving to hit the same notes. Um, the big hits um, of Fellowship, Towers, and Return, um, as they may colloquially be called in some locality, or demi-monde. Um, to the point of including Legolas and his elevated elven antics for no reason. Um, or there might have been a reason. My enjoyment, uh, in retrospect, could be called a reason. Um, because honestly, I can talk about um, the niggly missteps it might have taken, um, or the perception of such peccadillos. Um, but I enjoyed every moment, man. And honestly, I am the guy who uh, puts um, The Force Awakens from last Christmas right behind Attack of the Clones um, in the position of best Star Wars movie. Um, and Return of the Jedi is in third behind those. Um, and you know what? Um, Bilbo did go home again. When he got there, he was changed, and some people may have treated him slightly differently because of that. Um, but he never stopped having a good time. Uh, you know, like me, he was enjoying whatever uh, various bits of Middle Earth had to offer. Um, and people still went to his parties.